Jayme Giesbrecht joins us this morning as we are talking Eden Head for the Hills. It's coming up in just a couple of weeks. Jayme, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. The 21st annual event, and it's been an amazing 21 years when I look back at the records.
Let's talk about last year. That was your first year kind of in charge of what was going on. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about the event and kind of what your expectations were and how they turned out.
Well, first of all, I hardly call myself in charge. We have an events coordinator, Agatha Fair, and she does so much work to make our events happen and to make them run smoothly. And she's very good at looking after those little details to make sure that people have a good experience and all the participants are taken care of, from food to prizes to everything in between. So big shout out to Agatha Fair for being our events coordinator. As the foundation director, of course, I oversee what's happening. And my expectations were that this was, I had been told by numerous people, like the atmosphere at the event and the way that people connect with each other and the camaraderie is just unbelievable. And yes, it was unbelievable, Damon. I mean, you've been to many Head for the Hills events, and it's a great atmosphere. People come together from many different backgrounds, and they take on an exciting challenge, a cycling event, either the gravel route or the trail ride, and both of them are challenging. And there are times where some of the cyclists have to stop, and we have a truck that is willing to pick people up and take them to the next point or just take them back to the finish. It's amazing to see people overcome obstacles when it comes to cycling. That very much reflects what we overcome in our lives.
That's one of the biggest things that I find about this event, and really all of the events that Eden hosts, is they used to have the golf tournament where they had like 72 holes, and at the end of it people are dragging their feet because it is such a drag after being on the course all day in the heat, whatever the case may be, and experiencing it from a different level, like the mental health aspect of it from a different level, which I think is a phenomenal thing that you guys do. And you make these events fun too, right? Like, this is a heavy conversation that is had, the mental health conversation. And you guys, when it comes to Head for the Hills, there's all sorts of different kind of tidbits of information that are up there, which I think are super beneficial. And you see people out at these events looking at them and reading them and taking that knowledge in. And that's a great thing, because that battle, making sure that people are educated, is kind of half the battle.
Well, I think it's important to realize that for many people, mental illness is a hidden disease that's taking over them. So we have people around us who are going through these steps in their lives. They're going to work, they're going back home, they're making supper for their families, putting kids to bed, all the while battling something within them that is kind of dragging them down, like you said, with the golf tournament. And that so much reflects the events that Eden Foundation puts on. We want there to be challenges put in front of you so that when you overcome them and you get to that finish line, you feel like you've accomplished something, and a sense of relief, like, I made it through. My calves are burning, but I made it through this cycling event. So it very much reflects it. And yes, we will have those poster cards up with mental health statistics and facts that people tend to find fascinating, and some of them are quite disheartening. There's nothing flowery or bubblegum about it. We're giving you the hard facts, and that's the way it is. That's what we're dealing with. So while we have smiles on and we have great attitudes at the events, I think that for the most part, most of the participants and we as the event coordinators understand that we're doing this for very heavy reasons, and we want to make sure supports are in place for people that are trudging through their lives and just trying to get through really difficult things that many of us will be fortunate to not experience.
One of the things that needs to happen is registration for this event. This is ongoing. It's happening right now. Early bird registration right now. Talk to us about the details on that, how we can get signed up.
Absolutely. So the event date is Saturday, September 9th. We're having early bird registration taking place all the way up to the Friday before. It's $40 to register. You can do that at edenhealthcare.ca. And walk-up registration is $60 if you want to register the morning of. But we do encourage an early registration, not just because it costs less, but because we want people to fundraise. We want you to ask your friends, family members, co-workers, local businesses that you go to, if they will support your cycling cause so that we can together make a better future for mental health supports in our area.
This is one of the bigger events for Eden, and it's coming up on the 9th, so make sure to get your registration in, get out there, and have a whole lot of fun for Head for the Hills. Jayme, thanks for dropping by, talking to us, and good luck for the 9th.
Thanks so much, Damon.